Hello, Peter.
Hi, John.
How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for helping me get started.
Happy to do it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen and show you what the program is all about, show you how to get in and how to use it, and take any questions you have. Can you see my screen now where it says Family Learning Company?
I do. It's got the family around that tablet.
Yep, that's exactly right. And the first thing you notice it asks is if you have someone to learn with. So probably the single thing to take away from this is that this is designed for you to use with your grandchildren. You can enjoy doing it with them. They can take some time doing it with you, and everybody gets to learn more that way. Now, to log in, all you have to do is put in your username. You've already been sent that. In this case, I'm going to use some demonstration students, a child named Demo1 and an adult named Demo2. Okay?
Okay.
And it will start with a video. If you've not seen it before, in this case, we've already seen the video, so we don't need it. You're confronted with choice. And that's the most important thing about family learning, is learning to make decisions based on data. So you have the data from these stars, you make decisions about what to learn, and children move forward faster that way.
So the two stars are for me and my grandson?
That's right. One on the left is the first person to log in. The one on the right is the second. And there could be as many as three.
So do I always have to log in? Do I always have to do this together?
Not always. If you don't have time, they can do it themselves. But what we suggest is you spend 5-10 minutes a day with them, and then they spend as much time as possible to learn more while they have some time that you're busy.
Okay.
And notice also that one of these buttons is blue. That's the one that these students have set as a goal. So the first thing you do when you log in is you set a goal for yourself. And in this case, it's level 2 of reading to be completed by February 17th.
Okay.
If you're not sure what to do, all you do is choose this parent activity video button, and there's somebody there to help you.
Hi, I'm here to help you help your child learn. First, ask your child to try all the buttons. Don't worry, they can't break anything. And exploring will give them confidence. Next, help your child set a realistic goal. Reaching their goal will motivate them. Then ask your child to choose a subject. Ask them why they chose that one. Finally, they choose a level. If it's too hard or too easy, they can always choose another. Most of all, have fun learning together.
So she is there anywhere you go. Press a button and she's still available, and you can learn how to choose word games. Choose a word game, press a button, and then you can learn which games do what. So you always have choices, and you always have support while you're making choices. Sound good?
Yeah, it's nice to have somebody to help out.
Yeah, exactly. So now, why don't you make a choice? What would you like to take a look at first?
I think the reading. I wasn't quite sure. There were all these different activities in reading.
Okay, so in reading, we're going to choose the level that's your goal.
Yeah, okay.
And you have all of these titles, and these are book titles. And depending on the age and reading ability of your grandchild in this case, you may read these out loud to them, or they can read them themselves. So I'm just going to pick a book called Hats, and then you have a choice of reading the story, answering comprehension questions, or telling your own version of the story using images from the story. And when you choose read the story, you're right in. Now here you have a choice. If you hit the green arrow button, it will read the whole story out loud to you. Otherwise, if your grandchild is ready to read, they can read it out loud to you, and then you would help them by correcting them or giving them words they're not sure. At the top, you notice there's a timer button. So we'll start the timer, and then we'll start to read. So you might ask, what's the title of this book? And the answer, of course, is Hats. And then the child is going to read out loud. His hat is red. And you might correct them. Is red. So this is called peer-guided oral reading. And this gives you a job to help them, and it gives them a job to read to you and try to win your approval. At any point, if they can't read it, or if you're not here, you can just choose the speak button, and it'll read it out loud.
His hat is red. Her hat is blue.
And if they don't know what to do, there's help. And then there's the video for you to help them read. Any questions?
And so what are those numbers at the top?
That's the number of seconds they've been reading. So that's a timer. Now we're at the end, and I can stop the timer. And in this case, it gives me a reward. My avatar does a little dance. I get a green star. I'm told that I've read 40 words a minute. The goal for this age group would be 15 words a minute. And if I want, I can play it again to read it again, or I go to the menu.
Okay.
So now you see that on the menu, I've got green stars for both your grandchild and yourself. You've got comprehension questions. And then perhaps most interesting, you've got a chance to tell a story. And this is a low level of the program, so you tell not by writing, because most kids at this level can't write. You tell by recording. Someday, I want to be a chef. I want to bake cakes just like my birthday cake. And then when they go to their ebook button, someday, I want to be a chef. I want to bake cakes just like my birthday cake. So they've got their story. And at higher levels, if they came in, they would actually be writing the story instead of recording it.
Okay.
So that's the 3 activities around reading. Any questions?
No, it makes. I didn't get it when I first looked at it, but now it makes sense.
Okay, great. Now,
And do I have to finish? Do I have to finish all 3 of them to go on?
You can do anything you want, or I should say, your grandchildren can do anything they want.
Okay.
So if they choose to not go further, they don't get a green star yet.
Right.
Because they've only got a green star for reading the story, not for the rest.
Okay.
They have to complete at least 2 out of these 3 activities to get a green star.
Okay. I mean, my grandson will have to complete all 3 because that's the way it is.
That's great. And actually, a lot of kids are, and most adults are. We find adults are very conscientious about finishing the activity. Oops, sorry about that. So, if they're reading well, then they might go up to a higher level. If they're struggling with the reading at this level, then they might want to do some phonics activities or some vocabulary activities to get the underlying skills that'll help them read. And when they go to phonics, it starts with the alphabet. Here's some alphabet activities. And then at higher levels, it goes and it does more complex letter combinations and sounds. For vocabulary, it's got subjects, and then all of the words are about those subjects. So here's 3 games to learn words about clothing.
Wig.
So the word is wig, and we see a pair of sunglasses And we see a wig. So now I can choose that, and
Excellent.
that was excellent.
Sunglasses.
If I get one wrong, then it helps me.
Try again.
Tells me that wasn't it. Try again. There's sunglasses.
Fantastic.
So I keep seeing that speaker everywhere.
Sweater.
That's if I want to hear it again.
The sweater? That's
No,
just,
the speaker.
oh, the speaker. Yes, that's if I want to hear it again.
Sweater.
So I'll choose a sweater.
Perfect.
Zipper.
And notice over here on the left, it's showing that we've done 3 out of the 5 activities in this learning activity.
That's the correct answer.
Sweatshirt.
And the last one was sweatshirt.
That's it.
So I get another reward, and I still have the same choice. I got 4 out of 5 correct in this case. I could play it again and try to get all of them correct, or I can move on.
Okay.
And that's really how the whole program works. For phonics, for reading, for vocabulary, and for writing. Writing actually begins with pre-writing. It begins with building a sentence out of different word combinations. It begins with telling stories using the microphone. And then it also has writing mechanics when you use capital and small letters, for example. So that's really the whole program. Any questions?
So I've got my youngest grandson, and then I've got one in 5th grade, and this doesn't look right for my 5th grader.
No, not at all. This is for the elementary age.
This is the main menu.
And if I go to the settings menu, the gear, it gives me all of the activities, all the modules in the program. So for your 5th grader, maybe they're ready for middle.
Okay.
And then you'll see it comes up looking more mature, but the content is still the same subjects.
But just
the
for
readings
older.
are more advanced.
Okay.
The vocabulary is more advanced.
Got it.
The writing is more advanced. The phonics is actually the same.
And I saw Spanish in there when you picked the middle
That's
school.
right. When you're choosing, you can choose to learn in English or in Spanish at every level.
Yeah.
And if any adults in your family want to learn with the program, they can use the adult literacy program as well.
Okay.
And then it looks even more mature. The readings are at an even higher level, and it continues along.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, very straightforward. Use it as you wish. It's meant for your choice, your decisions, your grandkids in this case. And we hope you have a great time with it. Any other questions?
No, this is great. Thanks for helping me out.
You're welcome. Thanks for taking the time. We'll see you another time.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Bye now.